What's the shortest word in the English language that contains the letters A, B, C, D, E, and F? Not just one of these letters, some of them, but all of them? The answer? Feedback. This little tidbit of trivia indeed makes feedback a special word, but it's also a vitally important concept in the learning process. Imagine that you're trying to learn archery. Your instructor gives you a bow, arrows, and an open field, tells you she'll be back when you're finished to evaluate your achievement. So you send off one arrow after another in various directions. Your instructor finally reappears and hands you a grade. If it's a low grade, you're not sure what you did wrong. If it's a high grade, you're not sure what you should continue doing. But that would never happen in archery. Your instructor would set up a target with numbers to show you just how far off center you were and in which directions. It would be clear and measurable. Your instructor could then show you your performance, providing clear feedback on what went well and where you needed to improve. We do the same thing for our learners because their learning process hinges on feedback. In place of targets, we use assignment rubrics. Students review these targets in advance to review expectations. We review their submitted work against that rubric. Our students appreciate the feedback. And also using rubrics helps us grade consistently according to clearly stated outcomes. So whether you always use them or have never used them, let's take a quick overview of how to use the Canvas SpeedGrader in general and with rubrics in particular. Simply click on the assignment. Once inside, click SpeedGrader. If the assignment is a submitted paper, well, please view it in the reader pane on the left and use the various tools up here to highlight sections of text, much like you would if you were using a highlighter while grading a hard copy paper. Select the marker tool from the toolbar and select a section of the student paper. Click on the little comment button and then just start typing. Just click anywhere outside of the note to save it. Don't like the color of the highlighter or want to make your different comments stand out differently on the page? Then head up to this side of the toolbar and change the color. You can change the color of any of your highlighting at any time just by clicking on it and selecting a different color. You can always go back into a comment and edit it at any time. Or just click this little garbage can icon to delete the whole thing. I mean, you'll be asked if you're sure you want to do so, but just click OK. Either leave the highlighting by itself or delete it as well. If you'd prefer putting a box around something on their paper, well, just select the box icon from the toolbar and leave it wherever is appropriate and type the comment that corresponds to it. If you just prefer leaving a brief comment in the margin, simply select the text icon from the toolbar, click anywhere on the student paper, and just begin typing. Click Enter when finished. If you are especially brave, you can select the Draw tool, choose the thickness of your pencil, and then freehand draw with your mouse on the paper. Now, if you want to cross something out, just select the strike through icon at the top and select the text in your student's paper that you want struck through. Easy. You can easily adjust the size of your screen, do it two ways. You can go back to the toolbar and select the Enter Full Screen icon, then use a plus or minus zoom to change the size of the document. Or stay in your original window, but still adjust the reader pane by just grabbing the vertical divider and moving it to the right or left. And don't forget, if your document is more than one page, just click the page arrow keys from the top menu bar or just type in the page number you want to immediately view. If you do leave feedback on student papers, you should probably send a note to your class letting them know how to view that feedback, since it looks differently on their end than on ours. When a learner clicks on a graded assignment, she'll see this page. She'll see the final score up here. She'll see any overall comments that you left in the comment box down here, but it looks to her like you didn't leave any comments at all, like they're missing. We'll remind learners that they have to click this itty bitty tiny link that says View Feedback. Then they can see their papers and just click View Rubric. Use the vertical bar to make it as large as you wish. Read the rubric criteria, which is going to help you determine your grading for each criterion. You can then click on the appropriate rating and then manually adjust the score if need be, or you can just enter the numbers directly without clicking on the criterion. When assigning low scores on a particular criteria, well, click the comment icon and leave some specific notes for the learner, as again, your feedback helps complete the learning process for her. When you're finished, make sure you click Save at the bottom of the rubric. Clicking Save should put your rubric total up here for the final grade. Now, if it doesn't, just manually enter it. After saving it, feel free to write some overall comments in the assignment comment section down here. If you've already left detailed comments either in the rubric itself or on the paper itself, you might just use this section like I do to direct students to those locations. Want an even faster way to leave written feedback without actually typing? Try out the Easy Audio Recorder, which works a lot like voice recognition on your smartphone. Just click the audio icon, click the red record button, and speak your feedback, making sure to speak your punctuation like this. Good job, Karen, period. Please see my feedback, left directly on your paper, period. When you're all finished, just hit stop, and your feedback should appear in the comment box like magic. If you want to attach a document, photo, or any other file along with your other feedback, just click this little paperclip attachment icon, locate and attach your file. Another option is to do a quick recording of yourself, explaining your feedback directly to the learner via audio or video recording, all done right here in SpeedGrader. Just click the video icon under the assignment comment. It's all set to record a video of you speaking directly to the learner. Now, if you'd want to just have the learner hear your voice and not see you, well, just click the webcam button and then select no video, and it automatically changes to just audio. Click start recording, wait for the countdown, and speak your feedback.
Good job, Karen. I'd like to draw your attention, though, to some
When finished, just click Finish.
2 where you're
Feel free to click here to preview it first. If you don't like it, click Start Over. But if it's what you want, just click Save, and it'll appear as a media file for students to click or listen to and or view. When you're finished leaving assignment comments of any kind, just make sure to click Submit. You don't want to risk losing them and starting over. When you're finished, head up here to advance to the next learner. Now, these counters tell you how many assignments you've graded thus far out of the class total. Now, this number over here to the right indicates which student listed alphabetically you're grading at the moment. So that's a quick look at SpeedGrader and the many tools available for leaving quality feedback, which is so critical for a student's learning success. Use these various tools based on the particular assignment, the needs of the particular learner, and even based on your own grading preferences. Our students certainly deserve it. So, hey, let's draw back, let's aim, and let's hit the targets of excellence in online education.